It's time for another visit with Experience Jackson. I'm Rachel Buchanan, and today we are out at Sandhill Crane Winery with Holly. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thanks.
It's an absolutely beautiful time of year out right now, and it's the time to experience something different. Now, you're a little off the beaten path, and that is some of the beauty of what you'll find here, because you have to drive through the trees, through a few back roads, and all of a sudden, it's just this shining light of a place with this beautiful porch here. And I know it's something that if you've never been to a tasting room or something like that before, it might be a little out of your league. You might not be familiar with it. So if people are watching right now and they're not familiar with that, what could they expect if they were to come here for something like that?
So, we like to be really, really casual. So you can come out here. It doesn't matter if you've ever been to a tasting room. You just come out and enjoy yourself. So what you can expect out here is we have a beautiful porch. You can sit out on the porch. Even if it's a little chilly, we have fire pit tables. Nice. But it's getting so nice right now. We do not do traditional tasting. We do flights and wine by the glass, wine by the bottle, sangrias, and slushies. So we have a ton of options along with food. But you can stroll around the property. We have grapes. Right now, the vines are just barely budding out, so they're really pretty and really cute to look at. We do ask that you don't touch them because they're very delicate at this stage, but they're lovely. And we even have some outdoor games. We have cornhole. We have live music on Friday night and on some Saturdays, so we have a lot going on.
Great. So we want to talk about the drinks. We also want to talk about the food. Very popular right now, especially in my table. When I have guests over, hospitality thing right now is charcuterie boards, and you guys are getting a lot of attention for what you do with that.
Yes. So our charcuterie boards are kind of our star right now, and the main reason is it also goes with the wine. So I love food and wine pairing. It is one of my passions. We kind of get our crew together and we sit down and we try some of the foods on the charcuterie, and then we taste some wines and we say, what goes well with this? And so you can find anything that goes, anything on the charcuterie will go well with a glass of wine. We have two of them right now. We have the traditional meat and cheese charcuterie, and we have a vegetarian one as well. And a lot of the things on the board are made from scratch. In fact, everything that we possibly can in the cafe is made from scratch. So.
Wow, that's amazing, actually. And so if you were to have a sweet tooth, is there a drink that might be good or might be recommended here?
Yeah, we have some dessert wines. We have some lovely ones. I am a fan of ports, which is a traditional, we can't technically call it port because it has to be made in Portugal to call it that name, but we can say it's a port style. So I make those in the traditional method that they use in Portugal, but using the grapes that we have available here. They're a little bit sweeter. They pair beautifully with chocolate. Absolutely wonderful. So it's a really nice way to finish off your meal or your evening. Yeah. And as far as, sorry.
I was going to say, what doesn't go good with chocolate?
Doesn't go good with chocolate. Yeah, and as far as sweeter things in the cafe, Lori, our cafe manager, is a baker, and she's phenomenal. So we always have some kind of yummy baked good.
Excellent. Now, it's not just wines either. I hear there's some beer here as well?
Yeah, so we also have a brewing license, and we make the beer on property as well. We have anywhere from like 3 to 5 different beers, depending on what we have in stock right now.
So let's say someone is celebrating a special occasion. They want to come here and enjoy themselves. What would you recommend? Kind of lay out an itinerary for them. How would they spend their evening?
It depends on what the occasion is. We've had a lot of proposals and engagements and things like that. And sometimes if people call ahead, we'll do something special for them. We'll have like a little table, that they can sit at, or they can stroll through the vineyard. We've had people have like a little photographer while they're doing the actual, proposal. But really, you can come in for an evening. There's no rush to get out of here. You can stay, you can listen to the music, you can enjoy the food, you can get a bottle of wine. For the entire summer, we are open late on Friday nights till 10 o'clock. We have music from 6 to 9. The cafe is open till 9:30, so you can come and get whatever you want and you can enjoy the music.
And now we're here with Lori, the cafe manager, and I'm excited to talk to you. You deal with all the sweets and treats inside. Tell me what you love about working here with that.
Gosh, that's one of the things I love the most is baking all the treats, and I really love to bake and all the desserts and actually all the food here. I like bringing it to the table and everybody oohing and ahhing and everybody enjoying themselves, and so that's really what keeps me going.
Very cool. Now, do you have a background or someone special that influenced you that gave you a love for this kind of work?
My family, they're all big cooks, so yeah, I like the creative part of it. We're all very creative, and just the way that I tend to be creative is with cooking, so.
Now, what are a couple examples of your favorite things that you make behind these walls for people?
Gosh, the cheesecake, absolutely. We always do cookies. The sandwiches are really good. I love the Maz personally. Myself is my favorite. I love everything. I'm not picky. It's not hard to please me.
And I'm sure that you've had some great interactions with people who come into town to be able to experience everything here.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any favorite stories or things that people will say when they walk in, things they're surprised by?
Well,
or
they're always curious to see what's on the bakery counter, what we have as far as desserts go. But I just love our customers that come in. Everybody's usually always so lovely, and it's great to talk to people and share, what they love and what I love. And so I get asked a lot for recipes and stuff like that. So I enjoy talking to people about it.
And finally, we're with Dylan, the tasting room manager here. It sounds like you've got a really fun room to do your thing in, right?
Oh, yeah. And everyone's always really nice when you have all the wine.
That's true. You get them at their best point. Now, earlier, before we recorded, you were back here doing some fancy little mixes and tests and things. What kind of things do you like to do, and what kind of joy do you find in this work here?
So one of my favorite things about working here is I get to come up with like crafty little cocktail recipes. I do a different sangria every month, usually very seasonal, and I also decide what goes into the slushy machine during the summer.
You are popular in the summer months here. What's probably your favorite mix that you've come up with?
I think it was one of the first ones I did was a strawberry and basil sangria. So we did a fresh strawberry puree, and I made a basil simple syrup in-house. We paired it with a semi-sweet rosé, and it was just so good.
Now, when people come here to visit, of course, they're coming to enjoy food and drink and atmosphere and everything. What's your favorite part about this place?
I really love the atmosphere out here. I live closer to the city, so I kind of get that in my home life, but I get to come to work every day and be like out in this like beautiful, like natural environment, and I find that like so fulfilling.
Anything else you'd like to share with people about what's so great about this place?
I'm really proud working here because we do everything we can in-house. We make all of our own beer, we do all of our own wine. Everything starts from the most base, from scratch principles that we can, and we put a whole lot of love into what we produce and sell here.